Hey, hey, everybody. How are we? Now, I'm just going to move this screen. I'm going to do that.
It's always that nervous moment to see if technology is working fine. I think we're working. Yes,
send us some love. Send us some love. And if one of our spotters, our sound and lighting technicians in the background, ACCA social marketers, mentors, technical team, could you just let us know on the in the comments that we're coming through? Okay, I'll just turn my phone down. And here we go. Claudia, Alicia, hey guys, how are you? Just let us know. Susan's there too. Beautiful. It looks like you can hear us and see us really well. Oh, we've got to get into the suite. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we really should stop the screen share because I'm just in the top corner. So tonight, getting very sporty here, in anticipation of our guest speaker.
Yeah, there is a bit of a theme tonight.
There is a bit of a theme. So anticipation of our guest speaker coming on in probably 10, 12, 13 odd minutes time. Yep. We are just going to go over a little bit of the background of who we are. And
you look like a professional golfer.
I know, it's my golfing cap. We've got to get back on the golf.
I know we do. Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, so we're just going to go over first a little bit about Ian and I, putting it in perspective, our backgrounds, because it's really important. If you're going into analysing different companies, different businesses, different side gigs, side hustles, whatever you want to call it, it's so important to understand the credibility behind the company, as this is what's going to back you in the long term. And it's going to back you, it backs your team that brought you in as well. So very, very quickly, I knew my purpose at a very young age. My mum died at 10 and at 12, I knew my purpose in life, and that was to get people off the path of disease. She died from cancer, and it was just, you know, as you can imagine, really, really traumatic. The blessing in it was that I found my purpose and was quite relentless for many, many years from 12 onwards in getting degrees, studying in the health sciences, naturopathic medicine. 3 degrees later, 35 years as a health practitioner. I've spent 9 years with our product supplier Modere that we're going to talk about in a moment, formulating a number of the products that we actually use in LTLA as well as on our programs. I've had 25 odd years in direct selling and social retail as well. And social retail is our industry. You'll learn more about that as we go along. Ian, on the other hand, totally different from the other side of the world and other side of professions, really.
Yeah, absolutely, from the frozen north, known as Scotland. Yeah, look, I come from a very different background. Originally a police officer, that's what brought me to Australia, but soon after that, I went into traditional business, building. I owned a residential building company, land development, but also I had a health transformation through Isha's program. And we talk a lot in LTLA about belief. It's about believing in yourself and believing in what we do and believing in the business model that we have. And that experience I had gave me the absolute belief in what Isha's dedicated her life to. And that is getting people off a disease path. And we have the ability to transform people's lives. I know because I did that with me. That was enough for me to give up all my business interests and for us to go full on and launch LTLA, bring it online. So I guess I'll kind of bring the business component to it, and together we cover the health and the business side of it. So I think it's quite an experience and quite a well working team together. So
we're getting quite mature, aren't we, darling?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, we have experience. So anyway, let's go into a little bit more about whenever we talk to anyone about what we do. There's usually 3 questions that get asked, that people ask themselves. You know, can I do this? Will I be supported when I do it? And of course, will I make any money? So our business model is primarily aimed at people who want to bring a bit of extra income into the family budget. You know, it's build the business on a part-time basis. It's that idea of, you know, your day job fund your business until your business can kind of fund your freedom, sort of thing. And a lot of people do that and flick over to a full-time career. So it can be for that extra income, or it can be for a full-time career change, as we've done. For most people, starting a traditional business is just not an option. It's too expensive, it's too risky, and you don't have the time to keep feeding the family while you're trying to build a business on the side. Our model allows anyone who might never ever get a chance to own their own business to have a go. So you don't need a business background, you don't need a health background, and you certainly don't need a huge sum of money that you would need in a traditional business. So I guess to answer that first question, can I do this? Well, yes, anyone can do that. Absolutely anyone of all ages, and you'll see that a bit later on tonight. Certainly youth is not a barrier. Anyone can absolutely do this, just like these beautiful people here.
Absolutely. And this is just a little snippet of them which needs to be updated, but we have nearly 500 around the globe now in the various countries, all ages, all backgrounds, no business experience, no health experience. I'm going to shout that to everybody. You don't have to have a health experience. That's my job. Okay. You just need a desire to get ahead. Okay. So let's talk about how it all comes together.
Absolutely. Just before we get into that, just to kind of put things in context, obviously the last couple of years for everyone's been a bit unusual, and it's probably caused us to question things that we took for granted. That day job was there and it was secure, and maybe it's not quite what we thought. The reality is, half of us are living week by week, paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people have absolutely no backup savings. So when something unexpected does happen, you've got no fallback. Certainly, almost half of us are now earning some form of additional income. That whole gig economy concept, and obviously we're all on social media. So if you just looked at the tracker of how many hours you spend on social media, if you're spending more than a few minutes on social media, why not monetize that? Why not make it pay for you? And then the whole trend towards online shopping, that's just growing and growing and growing. So it's something that if you're thinking about a business model, you've really got to make sure that you are involving yourself in something that's got a really robust future. There are loads and loads of different ways to earn additional income. Now, on average in Australia, and it's probably about the equivalent in various countries around the world, on average, side incomes, additional sources of income, bring in about $400 per month for people. That's right across the board. Now, for most people, the limiting factor of having a second job, if you want to put that way, is time. If you're working a day job, if you're running a family, you've got young kids, where do you find the time to go and work a second job? So if you're time poor, the most relevant jobs are the ones you can see on the screen there: social marketing, social media marketing, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, and network marketing. Now, essentially, we are an e-commerce business. It's online shopping. But we take the best parts of those other business models and we combine them together to create an absolutely brand new business model called social retail. And it's the business model that is really revolutionizing a whole industry. So what is social retail? Simply put, it's being rewarded for doing what we do as human beings. We have a great experience and we share it with others. Now, our customers are rewarded through credits, through discounts, through loyalty bonuses. And all they're doing is experiencing what we do and sharing it with other people. For our business partners, for our social marketers, as we call them, we are incentivized through commissions on the products that we sell, and we'll explain more about that later, and bonuses from our product supplier. And what we do is we actively promote products and programs through that. So in essence, we show you how to share your experience really effectively and to widen your audience. Now, interestingly, at the moment, 1 out of every 3 new customers who comes to us comes from an existing customer referral. Now, in March, midway through March, Social Retail 2.0 is going to be launched. This will take the next level, and it's all about extra incentivization of customers. So that 1 in 3 referral will actually, that's really going to explode. So if, you know, that old cliche, if ever there was a time you want to get involved in something, that time is now. Now, if you're thinking about and looking at different options, and I would encourage everyone to really do the homework, explore different options and see what's right for you. The one thing, just to make sure you align yourself with a company that has a history, that is solid, and that has a real future, and that it's a company that is customer focused. And we'll just talk a little bit more about, firstly, our product supplier, just so you can see exactly why we're aligned with Modea.
Yeah, absolutely. And certainly, you know, look, I worked for them for 9 odd years. And like I was saying earlier, formulated many of their products, played a key role in the launch of social retail. So the old legacy, the old tired model was revamped and redone. We disrupted the whole industry. So I traveled the world with them. Incredible company. So I'll put my hand up. I am biased, but because we've got such a great relationship with them, and I know the ethos, I know the live clean ethos of the company, and you'll be able to see on the screen, you know, it's over $6 billion in sales, 3 billion paid in commissions. We need to update that. It's operating. Yeah. That's a good sign when things go out of date pretty quick. Operating in more than 20 countries. Okay, so if you know people all around the globe, 20 countries. We're privately owned and debt free. I used to be on the board of management meetings with them. I know this as true. Trends, please look at the trends, Google it. But we certainly are cracking the code to align to economic trends. And that's the, you know, the health and wellness trend, but also the social retail model. So you really can't go wrong. You couple that with product offering that is obviously it's trendy. Live clean products, and now, you know, everybody talks about chemical-free products. You know, you want a huge product line as well. We've got 300 products around the globe, and you want them in different categories that your customers can choose from. That is really, really important, because then it becomes a consumable, a monthly consumable product. And if you are doing your research, that is one thing I really urge you, because of all of my experience. You always want to make sure that the products that your customers are consuming are a monthly consumable, things that they would buy in the supermarket, in the chemist, from the shops. That is really, really important. Obviously, with the products, I'm big on scientifically developed. They're, you know, FDA, GDA approved in different places all around the world. It is a new model. Our competitors are chasing us. You'll be able to see that. Ian's going to talk more about the model. But the biggest thing really that Ian loves on this slide is that the customers represent 86% of the sales, of the global sales, which is really important. And I do want to say, I need to update the slide, because Asma, she's already won another award for 2022, but in 2021, she won the award of the #1 woman-led company of the year. She's an incredible woman. She's brought so much to the company in terms of the expansion and her plans for the future, especially the gig economy. So she's not only a nutritional formulator, she's a vegan, you know, she's very, very health-led, health-driven, but also she's an incredible businesswoman when it comes to the business model. So let's just go to the next slide. So how does LTLA fit into all of this? Well, if you think of it as LTLA as the umbrella company, and underpinning that is Modea. You know, they pay us, they pay from the compensation plan, but they also do the product development side. So it's a beautiful combination with LTLA as well as Modea. So anybody can be a social marketer, or we call them mentors as well. So anybody can be a social marketer from Modea. You can go and sign up with Modea. Okay, that's okay, and you can do that. However, what makes an LTLA social marketer different is the credibility to be able to add value to people's lives, to help them make informed choices about their health and the everyday products that they use in their lives. And that's really what makes us different. You know, we do have that intimate connection with corporate and all of the back end side. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about our programs, because we have our programs and we have our products. So our programs, really, they're the flagship of what we do, and they're all underpinned by the gut health principles. You can see them written down there on the right-hand side. But the weight loss program in particular, that renders incredible results because we actually address the root causes of problem. And what it actually means, though, is that our customers become the adverts, the walking, talking advertisements for your business. And that means that you do have a steady customer flow coming in, which is really good. Our systems, we have a whole system around our programs, means that, anybody can do it. Once you learn the system, anybody can do it, and we teach you how that works. So while it's not necessary, a lot of people do join us from doing the programs. They've got the belief in the program, then they say, hey, what you're doing is really easy, can I do that? I don't know how many people have said that to me, which is
because everyone,
great.
just all the friends and family and colleagues, it's, oh my, you look fantastic, what have you done? I need that as well. And all of a sudden that's the business side
Absolutely.
of it.
So, and yeah, it's a lovely feeling. It's not something to underestimate, the feeling of helping others, and if you can do that, if you can help others and earn an income as well, you're ticking the boxes. You really are. So our programs, just very quickly, lead to the LTLA lifestyle, and that's where most of us are at after the programs or whatever health journey they've been on, and that sets up simple habits for the rest of their life. And this is where we end up with the long-term. Lifetime. That's what I was looking for. Lifetime customers. And, every successful business is always looking for the long-term lifestyle customers for their business. Now, maybe mentoring isn't for you, maybe programs isn't for you. Well, we've got you back on that one. So we've developed a system around our products as well. So people that love our products, they can purchase from your online shop. So if you don't have a business background, we basically show you how to run your business like you would a job. And, when you apply for any job, you're going to have to get to know the products or the services. My daughter's just got a new job in retail, and she's had to, learn all the back end, the logging in and the till and the back end side, but also the product side. So if you don't have any business background, don't worry about that, because we show you how easy it is, and we show you how you can actually run it as a job and earn an income, okay, on the side. So the great thing about our products is that they're broad enough that you can choose the product line that is relevant to you. So we have some people, I'm just thinking of Nagy, who's passionate about toxin-free home care. He runs with it. He runs with the safe, non-toxic, personal and home care. So depending on what your slant is, depending on what your interest is, then we help you. You have a look at the product line, and we help you determine what your interests are.
And like the weight loss programs and other programs being the flagship for programs, with our products, the collagen range is really the flagship that most people are attracted to, and then it gives us the opportunity to introduce all the other ones.
Everybody knows about collagen. Most people are taking collagen, but what they don't know is they're taking a non-scientific word, crap product. So most collagens on the market are terrible. They're not absorbed. We have 7+ patents on our collagen products. They're global. They're a global product, and ranging from skin collagen that you can take internally, to external collagen that you can put on your skin, to body shaping formulas that contain collagen as well.
And I think the essence of it is the whole business model is about genuinely helping people. This is about genuinely offering solutions to real problems. But during that process, you build up trust with people, so you can start to educate about alternatives. All those personal care products that are full of aluminium that are so damaging to our gut. I certainly had no idea about that. So we educate people. It's not about selling, it's about helping and educating.
And we're going to show you how we educate, because you don't have to educate.
Exactly.
We're going to show you how you educate through our ATM system after we have our guest speaker.
Exactly. So now I always get nervous here because it's technology and we're not technology, or I'm not anyway. I'm not. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring on our guest for this evening, who's running his own LTLA business. So do you want to?
Absolutely, I'd be honoured to introduce Ollie. So Ollie is as you can see, is an elite athlete, rugby player with an intensive training schedule. I should really put my hat on to read this so I can get right into it. He had gut issues. He fixed his IBS through our gut repair program. I'm not making any claims at all with our program, but it's fantastic for any gut related issue. He is very business focused now on, or his business is focused on helping people obviously suffering from his type of issues, that he's had gut issues, but he's also about helping athletes gain the peak performance through optimal gut health. Now, the exciting thing is he's recently become CAR qualified, which is something very, very special. We'll talk about that in a moment. And really his income is supporting his rugby commitments, giving him the flexibility to travel. It wasn't long ago he came back from Scotland.
Yeah, he was playing absolutely on the other side of the world and still running his business from over there. So we'll stop the screen share just now, and if Ollie can unmute and put his camera on. There he is.
Hey guys, you got me?
Hat, Ollie. I'm wearing a golf cap.
Shall I put mine on, or should I come out for training?
Now you look like a rugby player. I do need to get rugby caps.
Luke, thanks for taking the time. We're jumping on tonight, mate. I know most nights are pretty busy with you with training, and this is one of the rare nights that you're not actually.
My rest night.
Yeah, it is your rest and recovery night. So, Luke, we mentioned at the start that really anyone can do this business, and certainly age is no barrier. And you've just turned 22 recently, and you're really building quite a big and successful business. You're achieving lots of things, CAR qualification and what have you. So, age is no barrier to this. So, just tell us a little bit, what does your LTLA business mean to you?
Yeah, awesome. I guess it's starting with something you just said before I jumped on, where you said, what we do is about helping others and not about selling. And I want to start there because that's really where everything's been driven from for me. As you kind of mentioned, Ish, and thanks for the nice spiel, I was really unwell. I did have IBS. I was, in a pretty bad way with my health, and similar to you, and I just didn't know anything. I didn't know what to do, and I thought I was doing the right things. And it was my experience that initially just got me talking and got me sharing that. And then it came to the point where I realized not only can I help people improve their health, but I can also support myself through this, with my endeavors. And I moved to Sydney when I was 17, and I was getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning, going down to the gym and training, amazing people, but still 4 a.m. Until, for a couple hours, sleeping during the day and coming back at night, and juggling uni and juggling all rugby commitments and everything like that, and genuinely struggling to get by. I don't know how many times I called you and asking for a friendly loan or whatever it was, but that's where I thought I was going. I got my certificate, and I knew I loved health, and I knew I loved helping people, and I thought that was the best way to do it. And
that, you know what? Sorry, that was as a PT. You were working as a PT there.
Correct. Yeah. So I was working as a PT in the gym, and that's the way I thought I was going to go. I thought I was going to continue like that. And even when I did kind of get introduced to LTLA, I still didn't necessarily know if it was what I was going to continue with. But it just got to that point where I just helped one person and it changed their life, and then I helped another and it changed theirs. And I thought, if nothing else, I just want to do this to help them. And then all of a sudden I realized, hold on, I can actually quit my job at the gym. I don't need to get up at 4 a.m. I can travel overseas. I can still work around rugby. And as soon as I realized that, I thought it just all sort of fell into alignment, and I never kind of looked back. So when you ask what it means to me, I guess that's where it came from. And as you said, the opportunity where I can, pick up opportunities with sport or travel or whatever it is, and not have to think, shit, am I going to get a job where I go, or what are my work commitments, can I get to training on time? That is really the most important thing personally. But as I said, my main thing is helping others, and to be able to do that as well is pretty cool.
So would it be fit? Obviously a lot of young people watching this, there's this whole thing about social media and being judged by what you think your mates are going to say to that. And probably you went through that, where initially it was because, you know, we do use social media to share and to widen the audience. How did you overcome that initial, I'm not really sure about what people are going to think when I go on social media?
Yeah, 100%. And absolutely, I would be lying if I told you that wasn't the case. It just comes back to that opportunity to help others. And I think one of you guys said it, or someone in our amazing community said it, but it was like, view it as you're doing a disservice if you don't tell people about this, because you know how valuable it is and you know how many lives you can change. And as soon as I got that mindset, you know, that's when there could be 100 naysayers, but the one person that kind of listens and I can help, their transformation is worth so much more than that. So that was where it kind of came, and that was the mindset shift. And then that, in alignment with just like the absolute belief of what we do, that just came from education, I suppose, you know, learning more about what we do, how incredible our business model is. And I guess I'm lucky I haven't really had too long in the traditional business world, but I kind of recognize, I think I've got something pretty good here without necessarily needing to experience, you know, a 9 to 5 or roles like that. So the education about those things just really helps cement like, okay, we're under a bit of a winner here. And, you know, if part of that barrier is getting out there and put my face out there and attach myself, then I'm going to do it with pride. And there'll be a bunch of people that respect that and jump on as well. And, you know, if anyone doesn't, then that's not up to me, and then it doesn't really bother me anymore.
Yeah.
So exactly, that's exactly right. And look, just one final quick question. You know, a lot of young people your age that are maybe juggling 2 or 3 jobs, working in a bar at night, and you know, whatever it is. What because, you know, obviously you at some point you've done that before, but then working late, having to get up early to go training. What sort of advice would you give to people of your age that maybe are juggling that in terms of this as a viable addition to the source of income that they've got?
Yeah, 100%. For me, I guess it was understanding what my number one things are, what my priorities are. And like, as you mentioned, like trainings and rugby and stuff is the number one. So I don't want to be working really late. I don't want to be getting up really early because it doesn't work with my routine. So it then got me thinking, like, how can I then optimize working around like life, I guess, not just training or whatever it is, but whatever that priority is to you. And I guess that's exactly what we have. You know, we have such freedom to be able to run this business and run, you know, so many opportunities to create what we want from it, that not only that, to mention that how many skills we have, like we're the young generation, we're the people that know what we're doing with this technology business, and we have a real opportunity of influence, which I think's something pretty special. So and I think all kind of people my age have a real opportunity to influence their circle and try something new with technology and social media and the reach that we have and we've never had before. So that, combined with just the flexibility and the real opportunities that come with it, is something definitely to broaden your horizons on and get away from, I need more money, therefore I'll go traditional job, I'll work, do this, I'll clean dishes, I'll do whatever. I challenge anyone to just kind of have a think and broaden their horizons and their scope on what they can do.
Fantastic, excellent words of wisdom. And look,
I've got to ask the question, okay? Because Ollie's just become car qualified. Now I know that you can take the money for 6 months, okay? So every month you can just take the money, but at some stage you're going to be nudged in the direction of getting a car. So what are you going to get?
I don't know if it's going to have 4 wheels or 2 wheels. That's the thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Much to the discuss, I'm sure, of it, but yeah, I'm a bit tempted. I live in Manly, so 2-wheel things are pretty fun. Maybe a little scooter, get me around.
Yeah, a little red Vespa.
Yeah.
Oh, how gorgeous. So Ollie's done that by basically helping others. That's really, that's really, and that's the public recognition for all the private work that you do in your business, you know, all in the online space, all in the comfort of your own home or cafe or wherever you are, or gym. So, you know, yeah, for whoever's listening out there, it's incredible opportunities, and you know, it's just lovely to see 22-year-olds absolutely smashing it, you know, getting to the point where you've helped so many that you can have the money to purchase cards, you know, to get lease on the car every month, which is
100%. And just
phenomenal, huge.
Just one last thing I'll mention, just following on from the young kind of side. I certainly came from the point of not thinking I could do this. And I just think recognizing where we're at now, and as we have people come on, the reception about, oh my God, you have everything in place to teach me exactly what I need to know, and I don't need to be a genius. As you kind of mentioned earlier, Ish, I think that's such a telling point. So, you know, if there's that daunting, I don't know, first thing about gut health or health in general or whatever, it just is so irrelevant. All you need is a good heart and passion to care about other people and willing to learn, and that's all it takes. We have everything else. So that's probably the last thing.
Well said, Luke. Thanks for taking the time to come on and sharing your experience.
Anytime.
You did a magnificent job. It's only really just beginning, and you can take your business wherever you want, all by helping other people. That's pretty cool. So thanks again, mate.
Thanks so much.
We'll touch base soon.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye. Okay, so let's just get back. Oh, it's hard to get back into the share screen. Sharing the screen. There we go. Okay.
Right. Okay. So that's we've had a little bit about, you know, there's someone who's running their own business. You know, we've kind of covered that anyone can actually do this. So that next question about, am I going to be supported, and how am I going to get customers? How does this all work? So what we do is we help you use social media to attract people to what you do by sharing your experience, your knowledge, everything that we give you. This is about being human. This is not about being a salesperson. It's just about sharing experience. We provide you with all the social media content that you'll need. We'll talk more about that. So don't worry if you're not social media savvy. Everything you need, we will give to you. We'll show you how to launch your business. We'll give you the first 120 days of content to post. And once you start to attract interest from people, that's when our systems take over. And in particular, our ATM system. Okay,
so I'm not going to spend too long on this, but this is such a simple system, but it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's our AdTag message system where you can add value to people without having to be the expert. And as on the screen, that's our customer group, our LTLA Facebook group. You're in our social retail hub, our LTLA social retail hub. So somebody added you into the social retail hub. They tagged you in something that maybe resonated with you because they felt that, you know, you could be somebody that they could work with. And then they've probably tagged you in this live. That's the business system. That's that side. When it comes to the customer side, though, you just add them to the LTLA group, you tag them in something relevant, and you just message them the link. And this is where I, you know, in both groups, but where certainly myself and our other senior people share our knowledge. And it's an incredible free resource for all the general public.
It really is. It's that simple. But what else do we actually give you? So to get started, we slot you into our 3 steps to success system. And this is all about helping you earn income straight away. There's no point in starting a business and putting all this time and effort in if you're not getting anything financially back out of it. Basically, we help you find your first 4 customers in your first month, and that gives you that initial income. We'll talk a bit more about that in a second. And from there, that's where we start to grow rapidly. But it's all done at your pace. You set the agenda, we just support you so it works around the rest of your commitments. So what else do you get if you become part of the LTLA family? Well, we actually give you a whole heap of things, and we recognize that leads and customers are so precious, but your time is precious, and you've got to make sure that you can run your business round all your other commitments. And everything that we give you is designed to make it efficient, so you can, as we say, run this business in the cracks of your life. We use the example of if you're sitting in the kiss and drop line waiting to pick the kids up from school, you can be running your business from there. So for example, we give you your website. Now, on average, it's $20,000 minimum to create a decent website. We give you your own personal landing page. we give you a CRM system, which is essentially, you can run your entire business from your phone. It contains templated emails, you can bulk email people, you can set follow-ups, you can run your entire business from your phone. We've recently introduced a boards app where, again, the combination of that and your CRM system, your phone is your business. Wherever you are, you can run your business, and all the content you need is there, and it's literally all done at the touch of a button. You don't need to come up with the content. We'll give you all the marketing material you need. If there's a sale on, we'll give you everything that you need. All the Canva templates, we'll show you how to use it if you've never done it before. It is so simple. But over and above that, we give you all the health and business coaching and development that you need. And we often talk about this is not a business, it's really self-development with a paycheck at the end of it. And as you see there, we give you this for free because your success is our success. So in terms of, do you get the support you need? Absolutely you do, but it's not just the physical things we give you, it's the support of the community as well. We all are in it together, and we all work together to support each other. There's never anybody left alone wondering what to do. There's always people to answer the questions.
Our business community is priceless. It's
Exactly.
priceless.
And we really pride ourselves on the culture that we have. That's very important to us. So the final question, will I make any money out of this? I just want to go over and once again remind you that this is a customer facing business. Our system is designed to help you earn initially between about $270 and $1,200 in the first 30 to 90 days, depending on how quickly you really want to build. Remember, the average side income across all different business types is about $400. So we're looking to get you way, way above that within a very short space of time. So the figures you can see on the screen there, these are just from customer sales, okay? So this is, if you bring in 10 customers, for example, you receive a $400 bonus from our product supplier, and you receive a 10% commission on the products that you bring in. That's an additional $200. So you would earn $600 from 10 customers. And you can see that the numbers rise pretty rapidly. And if you think you're using social media to spread that word literally worldwide, it's very, very realistic to get up to higher customer numbers. Now, if you want to go on and build a team, and that's where we take one aspect of traditional network marketing, where we can duplicate this, all you do is you help people do what you do and help other people through customer sales, and you're then paid a percentage of your team's sales. It's all about customers. It's not about building a team. And that's where the really big incomes, the residual income, the time freedom income that people call it. But as you can see, you can earn significant incomes just from customers, and lots of people, that's all they do, is purely customer facing.
Okay, this is the fun bit. So we've already spoke to Ollie about him receiving his cars. So what else can you earn? Certainly cars. I know people have put their lifestyle payments to helicopters. He's living in South Africa now. You get yearly holidays, which is an absolute bonus, and yearly experiences. And a lot of our LTLA people have, social marketers have gained all of that. We've got a lovely car club, we've got an escape club, and an experience club as well.
And I guess, once again, just to emphasize, the community is so important. And somebody actually mentioned today, we said these are all the things we give you, but the friendships that people make as well, that's the added bonus as well. So.
Yeah, that's the support side. So we also give you the training. So the amazing training and self-development training, that's really, really important, because the more you can grow yourself, the more your business will grow. And like Ian said earlier, that we often say it's a business of self-development with a paycheck. So the quicker you develop yourself, the quicker you'll make money. So we've already alluded to the costs, and it's quite a small amount. So $59.95, convert it to your home country currency, that's $59.95 in Australia. Now, remember, our system is designed to help you earn 4 times that in the first month of your business. Now,
Not many businesses return that sort of.
Think about that one, okay? It's $60 in Australia, all right? And the whole system is designed for you to earn 4 times that in the first month of your business. So just planting a seed, yeah, it is $59.95 and that is an investment. However, that is paid to Modere. Every single other thing that you get given is gifted from us to you, because basically your success is our success. We just want to see people succeed. You know, there's no joy when you're going along a business ride and you can't impart your knowledge to other people so they, you know, can step up and they can have the lifestyle and the, you know, the freedom that ultimately, you know, they're looking for. So all we would say is give us 90 days, not just us. We're here to support you, but give the people that are bringing you in, your sponsor that's actually bringing you in, give us 90 days, okay? Give your business all you can for 90 days. And if after that, and you followed our system and you decide it's not for you, guess what? It's easy to refund your money, all right, which is $59.95. But we've never had anybody do that. We've never had anybody do that, okay? Because yeah, it's a gift. It's an absolute gift. All right, so we've probably talked enough. We've gone a little bit over. If you are ready to get started, please just reach out to the person that added you to the group, okay? They can easily add you to a group chat with us and we can answer any questions. I'm sure you've got lots of questions, so please just ask the person that's added you to the group. And from there, just be welcomed into the community, into the team, and in essence, start sharing and earning like it says on the screen. But look, thank you so much for your time. I'll just end the screen share now. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, it's much better when we're on.
Right.
There we are. Thank you for coming on. If you do have any questions, pop them in the comments below and we just need to have a bite to eat and we can answer them after. But please do reach out to your contact person and ask them any questions that you do have.
Thanks, folks, and have a great evening.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.